Welcome back, fans of all things Disney. It has certainly been a long time since I've done any kind of a shopping haul, and boy did I have an awful lot of fun yesterday. It's a nice little short shopping haul for this video. I will have some extras available at the very end of the video if you want to fast forward to that. For those of you that have been with me and those of you that haven't, my shopping fee is 20%, so if you do find anything that you would like, add 20% to it because that is what you'll be charged extra for my service fee. And then there's also tax of 6% that you want to take into account, and I do ask you to cover the PayPal fee as well. Shipping would be extra, so kind of keep that in mind if there's anything that you do want to claim. There is a minimum shopping fee of $10, so just kind of keep that in mind as well. Make sure that it makes sense for you. But again, there will be a whole section of extras at the very tail end of this video if you want to go and check those out. I hope you enjoy the haul. Okay guys, so we will start over here because I'm so excited about these Doonies that they had. They did have the Santa Paws Dooney that was, let's see if I can find an original price tag. I think that's right here. So these were originally $2.98 and the Santa Paws one is $149.99. I do not have any extras on this one, but I will be able to get some more because I know that they have quite a few. Then they also had the Mickey and Friends. It's a gray Dooney tote, and you can see there you've got kind of all the different characters and like a little bit of a winter landscape. And then this one was originally, I think it was the same original price of $2.98, but this one was, or I'm sorry, it was originally $2.68, and they have them for $159.99. So that one I do have available. I have somebody that was interested, but it may still be listed as an extra. And then I have one of the crossbodies of the same print, $198 down to $119.99. They did have quite a few of the Santa cookie ears for $7.99, so I do have a few of those. I know I had a couple requests, and I think I picked up a couple of extras. The Mummy popcorn bucket for $15. I did pick up a couple of extras on that if you need one. And then I do have one extra of this awesome Halloween pillow, and it says, "Hey Pumpkin." It was $9.99, down from, I think the original price was $25 or $30. Then there's a DVC Laughing All the Way puzzle. This was a specific request for $7.99. That's a great price for a puzzle. And then all of these pins were $7.99. I got my limit on each of them. I will have a couple of extra depending on the styles, but just check the end of the video to see if I have one of the ones that you wanted. But those were all $7.99. Another new item that they had just gotten in, maybe a couple of weeks ago at this point, but some of these holiday Bath and Body Works items. This one is, I believe it is, let's take a look at it. I think it's like a bubble bath. It is a bubble bath. And it's got the cute little Mickey Mouse holder, so I would imagine that that would be refillable as well. It was $5.99. Then somebody did ask me for one of these awesome trivets. It was $14.99 down from $21.99. I was able to get one of the holiday dog collars, size large, for one of the people that had reached out. That was $7.99 down from $17.99, so a good price there. Then they did start to have some of the new Wemos outfits that came in, and this is one of the Black Spirit jerseys, $12.99 down from $21.99, so a great price there. As far as clothing, I was able to find a few things, but not everything that was requested. I did have a request for the Oogie Boogie Spirit jersey that was $44.99, so I was able to get that. And then I was so excited that they had these awesome gray sparkly cardigans in the warehouse. I had a customer that had asked me before Christmas to get her one, and they didn't have them, and then they did the other day. So I was so happy to do that. These are $24.99, and they did have a good size range. I was able to get the medium that somebody had requested as well as the double extra large that somebody had requested. Then there was a request for this really adorable cozy sweatshirt in size large. Let's see here what the price is. This is $19.99 down from $49.99, so a great price for a holiday sweatshirt there. This new t-shirt, the Topolina, I believe it is, oh, it just says Topolina. So that t-shirt was relatively new to the Character Warehouse. It's from Epcot. and it was $16.99 down from $32.99. So really good price. This one did not come from the Character Warehouse. This is one of the 50th anniversary t-shirts, but I did have a request for this, oh my goodness, for quite a while. But since I had to take a break with everything going on here, it took me a while to get there, but I was able to get it at Disney Springs. This is $36.99. It's an awesome t-shirt. You can see you've got the Fab 4, Minnie Mouse is not on here, but actually, it's actually more. It's got Chip and Dale on there as well. Minnie seems to be the only one missing, plus maybe Daisy. Such a cute little t-shirt, and it was funny. They had mediums and they had triple extra larges, but they did not have the size that I was looking for, but I started looking through all of the different hangers, and I was able to find the double extra large that was requested. So I do have that in hand. Then I did pick up a couple of the requested slippers. I didn't have a lot of requests for those, but a few. So I was able to fill at least the one order. I have a medium and I have a large, and these are $14.99 down from $29.99. So a great price on those. And here are some pins from Pin Traders. I had an awful lot of fun in Pin Traders yesterday. I did have some requests for the Figment Fig Pin. Those are $25 or $24.99. And then the same thing for the Orange Bird one. So I have those. Then I bought these for myself. I'm going to open these and open them for the next pin sale, which is going to be next Saturday. I have 2 boxes of the Series 2 Fab 50 Character Collection. Those gold statues, and then I have 2 boxes of Series 1 as well. So just a great idea here, because those statues are so popular for the 50th anniversary. Then there was a request for Floating Down Main Street, the Winnie the Pooh Pin, and that was $19.99 at Pin Traders. Then a pinball one. This one is the Toy Story one for $29.99. And then I also have the Evil Queen. And that one was $19.99. Then, oh my goodness, I had a request for this gorgeous silver mug for months. It was way back before Christmas, and they were sold out. But they did come back in stock, so I have this one for the person that requested it, $14.99, and I picked up one extra. Then I do have this gorgeous home mug that I had somebody ask me for, $19.99. I don't have any extras of those, but they are available at Disney Springs right now. So also at Disney Springs, they had these cookie cutters, and these are the different park attractions. You've got the 4 from Walt Disney World, but you also have the 2 from Disneyland there. And these were $24.99. This is something I purchased for myself, but they did have several. So if you wanted me to get you one at Disney Springs, I certainly could. And then they had the cookie cooling rack, so I had to go ahead and grab that. And that was $22.99, shaped like Mickey Mouse, just a gorgeous cooling rack. Then I also treated myself to some of these Bose Signature Candles oils. So the one I have here is the Hawaii one, and I want to say they're $15 or $16 a jar for what, that's 0.5 ounces, so it's kind of expensive. But when you get 2, they're $14 a bottle. So I picked up the Hawaii one for me, and I grabbed the Grand Floridian one for my daughter, and they smell amazing. Then coming over to some outfits for the little bitty. These are all for my granddaughter. One of my friends had picked this one up when she saw it, thank goodness. But this is a 4-piece set for $14.99, down from $34.99, and they did have several still in stock of this one. So you've got this adorable little onesie. Doesn't necessarily look holiday-like, but then when you pair it with the cute little leggings, now you're starting to get your holiday vibe. This adorable little hat that goes with it, and then also the matching onesie. So it's a 4-piece set for $14.99 if you have a little one in your life. And this one did not come from the Character Warehouse, but it was something that I had to get over at Disney Springs. I just fell in love with it when I saw it. And this will be for Little Bitty's first trip. This is going to be $19.99. It's an awesome little onesie. I went for the 3 to 6 month, figuring that I would much rather that she have it a little bit too big than have it be too small, and then she can wear it for a while afterwards. So this adorable little Minnie Mouse, My First Trip, came from Disney Springs. Springs. And this one also came from the character Warehouse. This one was $14.99 down from $34.99, and I did not see any others in stock. So when my friend got this for me the other day, I was so grateful because they sold out very, very quickly, and it was this year's holiday dress. Now, this is the last one that I got for Little Bitty, and this came directly from Disney Springs, but just look at how precious that is. Also a 3 to 6 month that I purchased for her. It was $29.99 if anybody needed something like this. But look at the little headband with her very first set of Minnie Mouse ears. So she'll wear that when we go on our first exploit to Disney World, and I am so excited. One last thing that I picked up for my granddaughter. It was probably more for me than for my granddaughter, but I saw it and I just fell in love with it. It is this gorgeous little sign, and it says, "Look what I made." It's got Winnie the Pooh, the honey pot, and also the little rainbow with a honeybee. And the theme for her nursery is honeybees. So that kind of worked out beautifully. But basically, anything that she makes when it's time, we'll be able to just clip, because these are little clothespins. Then we'll be able to clip her little artwork to it. And I just had to get it. This next item is something that somebody had requested a while ago, and because I hadn't been to Disney Springs, I wasn't able to get it. But I did go yesterday and I found it, and this is a Jared Maruyama, kind of like a Funko Pop, I guess, but it's just a vinyl figurine, collectible figurine. But just take a look at how gorgeous that is. And this is $29.99. So if anybody else is a Jared Maruyama fan and you want the 50th anniversary Wonderground collection vinyl figurine, just let me know and I can try to get that for you. Down to the last couple of items here. I did pick up, there was a request for 2 of these 25 different puzzles. So I do have 2 of these, but they're both spoken for. However, I wanted to show you guys the different puzzles that they have in the boxes so that you can kind of see. If there is interest, what I can do is maybe buy one of these sets and split it up. So if there's only maybe one of the puzzles that you were interested in getting, we could do that. These are $14.99 if I'm not mistaken, but I'm gonna double check. Let's just double check here and see what the price is. Oh yes, I'm right, $14.99 down from $40. So a great price there. And what's great, just looking at some of them, these are not dated. There are no years listed on these. So that would make a great gift, maybe even for next year. Or if you wanted to split them up, you're doing a holiday party, or you have little ones, maybe you're a teacher and you have a classroom. These might be the kind of thing that would make great presents for some of your little kiddos. So I think I'm probably going to grab a couple of these the next time that I am there. Just not only for myself, but for some of you. All right, and then last one. Minnie Mouse Bath and Body. 12 Days of Bath and Body. $14.99. There was no original price, but I want to say probably $30, if not more than that, originally. So I did pick that up for somebody that was interested. All right, and as promised, here is an entire section made up solely of extras. That means that these items are going to be available to purchase. If anybody wanted to grab something and you were not able to send me an email prior to the shopping trip, please remember that the shopping fee does apply. It is 20% of whatever the merchandise cost is, with a $10 minimum. So please keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and start right here. I have one of this year's Christmas tree popcorn buckets. That would be $20. And that has Minnie and Mickey in front of the gold tree. Then I still have one of these gorgeous little Minnie Mouse handbags. It's got a little crossbody strap as well. It was originally $24.99 down to $12.99. I do have the Dooney and Burke gray like sledding fun with Mickey's Pals. I do have a crossbody in this, and I want to say that this one was $119.99. So that is available. I also have this, a Holiday at Sea Disney Cruise Line tote. This is $9.99 if anybody wanted to add that. And then I do still have this gray Dooney tote, the same print as the other one. This one was $159.99, but when we were shopping yesterday, this print is still in the park full price, and full price is $268. They had a whole bunch of them at Disney's Co-op. So at Disney Springs, you'd be paying full price, but they do have this one for $159.99. And I do have one available. I have one person interested, but it may still be available. So if you want it, send me an email. Then I have a couple of the $7.99 pins left. These are limited release, and they were the Ornament Pins. This one is Space Mountain. Then I have a Main Street USA. And I also have, this one is Sweet as Pumpkin Pie, limited release Thanksgiving pin that was $15.99. So all three of those are $7.99. Then I have a letter A trinket box. It was shipped all the way to Ireland, but it made its way back here twice now. So we aren't going to be trying that again. I refunded her all of her money. But this one, I want to say, I don't even know what they are right now. So let's just say if somebody wants the letter A, it's $5. Somebody wants the letter A trinket box, we can do $5. This one is something I picked up at Disney Springs, so it did not come from the warehouse. It is full price, $14.99. But these are the silver 50th anniversary mugs that have been sold out, and they just restocked on those. So if anybody wants one, I did grab one extra. I do have two keychains. We'll let these go for $5 each. I have this gorgeous little Minnie Mouse with the daisies, and I also have the two-sided castle, so we can do $5 each on those. Oh, and I'm sorry, I do have an Alice teacup ornament pin as well for $7.99. I do have 3 sets of the Mickey Santa Cookie Christmas ears for $7.99 each, and those were originally $30. And I do have 2 of these gorgeous Orange Bird tumblers. I want to say that they were from Flower and Garden Festival last year. I've had them for quite a while, but these are $5 each. So if anybody needed one. I do have one extra of the Halloween pillow from this year. It says, Hey Pumpkin on the back, and that is $9.99. And I do have 2 Mickey Mummy popcorn buckets for $15. I only have one of this, so nobody go crazy. I've only got one. It was originally $120. I do not remember what it was in terms of price, so I'm just going to let it go at $60. This is a Vera Bradley tote. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. I'll show you the inside as well, just so that you can get a sense for what the inside looks like. So if anybody might want that, that's going to go for $60. And then I do have one of these R2-D2, BB-8, and DO3 toy sets. I don't remember what the original price was. I think it was something like $20, but I can let that one go for $10 if anybody wants it. Also from that shipment that went all the way to Ireland and all the way back, these were a couple of pair of sandals that the customer had wanted that I had gotten at the Rainforest Cafe there at Disney Springs. They are both size 10, one in black and one in brown, and they look very, very comfortable. These are $15 each if anybody would like those, or if you want to take both pair, I can do 2 for $25. Then magnet clip set. I have the 4 pals together. I want to say when I purchased this, it was $7. I'm pretty sure, $6.99. So we'll let that one go for $6.99. The Donald Duck mug was $9.99 when I grabbed it. And then I also have this Happy Holidays ornament. There was a little chip on the piece on the bottom, so I have removed that, but it's still an awesome ornament frame. We can let that one go for $5. And then we have these Disney Cruise Line shadow boxes, one for Magic, one for Wonder, and one for Fantasy, and those are $9.99 each. I do have an up pin set as well. This is $9.99, so if anybody needed that. I have an Otter box here. This one is for an iPhone XS Max, and that was originally $60, but I want to say it was $8, $7.99 when I purchased it. My Happy Place is $4.99. So if you need a little desk placard, I have that. We have a Tinkerbell pen. I don't remember the cost, so we'll just say $5 if anybody wanted her. And I do have a Disney Cruise Line hand towel set. Let's see what the original price was. $24.99. So I would imagine that it was close to about $10 when I purchased it. So we could do $10 on that. Then this is going to be my steal of the day. All right, I did end up purchasing a size small ink and paint spirit jersey for somebody who backed out on the order. And I purchased this at $45 when they had upped the prices. I just want this to go to a nice home. It is a size small. So if you need a size small ink and paint spirit jersey, it is yours for $20. Go ahead and take it. And then last thing that I have in my extras pile, I do have a pair of size 2X in the gorgeous blueprint with the silver icons. These were originally $40. So let's just say that they were $15. I'm sure it was closer to the 20 mark, but I do want them to be going to a good home. I want somebody to have fun with them. So we'll say $15 on the leggings. Hopefully you saw some extras that you will enjoy. Okay guys, so that does it for me for the haul video. Please keep in mind that there is a 20% service charge for my pickup fee. So keep that in mind. All the details on the personal shopping are listed in the description box below. If you ever need me to pick anything up for you, feel free to reach out to me at mickey'smagicaldelivery@gmail.com. I am going to be holding our next live pin sale next weekend. So those of you that are interested in Disney pins, please join us at the Facebook page, which is of course Mickey's Magical Delivery. And until our next video, bye-bye.